April readings for Aries through Virgo. That's what we're going to start with now. We're going to start with Aries this month, and this is the new to me. It's not new, but I'm excited about it because it's new to me and I love it so much. The Gilded Tarot by Ciro Marchetti. And I also have this deck I could not resist when I saw it, the Tattoo Tarot. It's really pretty. The Tattoo Tarot by Lana Zellner. So 2 new decks we're going to be using. However Spirit guides me, I have not decided ahead of time how we're going to do it. So we'll just see. Aries, you're always the guinea pig. We will have some clarifying oracle messages from the John Holland Psychic Tarot for the Heart. And we're just going to see how Spirit guides these messages. These are going to be anything Spirit intends for you to know for the month of April for your greatest good and highest purpose on your soul path. I do want to mention we have some wonderful events coming up, including an opportunity to have some personal readings in a group setting with a circle of other amazing readers and gifted intuitives. You'll find that link in the description box below. And we also have just a huge variety of reading types available. We have some meditation groups, some manifestation alignment groups. I mean, just really, really cool stuff. Please check out that link. It has everything you need to know. We have free stuff, affordable stuff, and then if you would like to book a personal reading, I would love that. So, I'd love the chance to connect with you personally. Also, if you're looking for the elusive shamanic guide, Jen Huber, you will find her in that link too. So, all right, let's get started. I am not guided to do a group message, which means the energies must be very different from sign to sign. Sometimes that's the case, you know, in a certain month, and sometimes we have some very common things going on, but this is really individual to the signs. So we're going to start with Aries. Let's just see what comes out here for Aries for April. Thank you. The Knight of Pentacles. This is something, wow, really popping in. So you're going to get a very raw and fresh kind of reading here because I'm looking at these images for the first time. So Spirit's going to give me messages that are fresh and new that I've never received before from these images. It's got this bunny here and these beetles, and it's like these, you know, signs of spring just really popping up really very suddenly. And although the Knight of Pentacles is typically a slower energy, I'm getting, I mean, he does arrive at some point. And that's what I'm getting. You have arrived. Something in your physical reality. Wow, yeah, for sure. Because we have the Chariot, the Knight of Pentacles and the Chariot. I mean, this is like serious movement in April. And here I'm seeing that this Knight of Pentacles is facing this woman in the Chariot. So Aries, you could be moving toward someone. You could be trying to be mysterious because this Knight of Pentacles does have his face guard down. Someone could have their eye on you. This woman in the Chariot is looking over at that Knight. But the overall, the very strong message I'm getting here, Aries, is it's something where quick movement, you have arrived, and this spring is bringing something rapid into your reality. And this is because you've completed a cycle of pain with this Ten of Swords. Well, so this Ten of Swords almost has the energy of kind of a rebirth, like a rising again, sort of a phoenix energy. Because you can really see his spirit energy coming up here as the swords leave, because this card is about a cycle of pain ending. This is about the end of the pain. You've already taken all the swords that you can take, have to take. But this one really does have a reborn feel, because it's almost like the swords have been removed, see, without any wounds left behind. So it's like in this card, he's been miraculously healed. And this stag is approaching, and the stag in my readings is always representing that masculine, that divine masculine energy. So with this rebirth, I see this stag kind of creeping in, kind of tentatively coming in toward this man. So there's something of a rebirth of the masculine energy here. It's really interesting. So this cycle of pain is over, and that is what is allowing this newness to come in with the spring, Aries. Beautiful. Thank you. And you also have the Ten of Wands. Really, really interesting. So this is a significant ending to the pain and to the burdens. Oh, I was looking at the same one again. And it also has, I was going to say, it also has a stag in the background. It also has two stags in the background. Wow. Wow. So you've been carrying this burden for a long time with these wands. Your soul has been carrying this burden. It's a burden of the soul. Wands are fire energy, they're spirit energy, and this is a burden of the soul. The swords being more mental, this is, painful thoughts. This is thoughts of past pain. This is your mind continuing the suffering, because pain lasts only for the moment that we're in it, but suffering continues because the story gets retold in our minds. So this is about the end of that story being retold in your mind of the pain. And this is about putting down the burden of your soul. What's burdening your soul? Allowing your soul to be free. And again, both of these have this stag coming in the background. So it's the awakening of the masculine energy. So interesting. The reawakening of the masculine energy for Aries. Even if you're a female, this is just some kind of awakening of masculine energy. You also have the Eight of Cups, which is you moving away, deciding to move away from things that hurt your heart, from things that are not fulfilling for you. So I'm seeing you walking away from relationships that are not fulfilling to you. Several relationships are not fulfilling to you. And so, a lot of this is going to be these relationships naturally ending because you're no longer carrying burdens for people. You're no longer carrying burdens for other people. So, of course, in relationships that kind of depend on you carrying the weight, you carrying the burden, that's going to end those relationships. And it may, leave you feeling in April a little bit on your own, but you're not alone. You're supported by the divine, and you are certainly coming into something new and exciting with this Knight of Pentacles and this Chariot. This is something new and exciting coming in. So let's see, Aries, what overall message for the month of April comes out here. Overall message for Aries for the month of April. Overall energy is the Two of Wands. You're wanting to expand your world now. Now that you've ended, these things of the old world, the one that you could kind of fit in the palm of your hand. Now that you've completed those cycles and you know what really didn't work for you there, you're ready for this new life with the lily. You're ready for love with the rose. And you are looking toward expanding your world by aligning with the energy of your soul here. And you are open to the possibility of this aligning with the energy of a soul of another. So you're open to partnership. In this Two of Wands, you're not really grasping at partnership, but you're really open to it. You're wanting it. You're definitely seeing the possibility of, finding that one. Because with that 10 of Wands, Aries, I'm really seeing you moving away from the crowd and wanting to move toward just that one. It's like you've had enough of, the crowd. You've had enough of the people, all the people who want something from you, all the people who want something different from you. It's like you're done with trying to please everyone. I mean, it's funny because, Aries doesn't really have a reputation as a people pleaser, but you actually can be, sort of secretly. Yeah. And you have been. Because you just try to do it all, for the sake of, I'll do this, just, don't worry about me, don't worry about Aries. But now you're ready to focus in on a relationship with yourself and maybe one other person, just select other people that is much more fulfilling to you and much more in alignment and just much more true to you. Okay, so I'm going to ask for the oracle message for Aries. And this can have to do with work. Everything we just said can have to do with work, can have to do with romance. It's an energy, so it can manifest in any type of relationship, family, whatever it is. This is for Aries. Thank you. So however it resonates for you. Oh yeah, you have the Ace of Wands. Yep. So you have the Two of Wands there, and you have the Ace of Wands here, which is new vitality. So as you bring your energy back in from all that, old pain, from all those swords and all those wands, you bring your energy back in and you focus your energy in on what you want on your new horizons. You're going to feel new vitality. You're going to feel these new possibilities open up in April. You're going to feel also a lot more aligned within yourself. I'm getting a lot of alignment energy here with your chakras. Being in alignment, being in tune. You're going to feel like a finely tuned instrument. And you're going to feel like you can finally, hear your song over the roar of the crowd. If that makes sense. Okay. If that resonates for you. Okay, Aries, so that is your reading for April. Now, let's move to Taurus. Taurus. Thank you. Messages for Taurus for April. Thank you. Ace of Pentacles. There's a big gift coming in for you, Taurus. Around the time of the full moon, so that will be in a couple of weeks. Another Libra full moon. This is a big gift. And I was telling Aries, the messages, I'm receiving messages through these cards for the first time, using this deck for the first time. So it's a little more raw. Definitely something coming in around full moon time for you. And it's going to be something you don't expect. See how this like weasel animal is kind of popping up. This is showing that this gift that comes in for you in April, Taurus, maybe it may come to you in a different kind of way. So it's going to sort of come along with, it's going to like sneak in. Okay. So it may feel like a mixed blessing kind of energy is what I'm getting. It may feel like, wow, is this a blessing or a curse kind of thing? Where you're like, okay, I didn't really expect that to happen. But when it does happen, whatever it is, because this is not something you're going to, this is not the kind of thing where you're like, oh, I knew that was going to happen. It's going to be a surprise for you, Taurus. But it's going to bring happiness. See this kind of sun in the middle of the pentacle there? It is going to bring happiness and joy. You just didn't expect it. So it's an unexpected, yeah, and it's an unexpected gift. It's definitely moving you forward. So this is going to feel like something changing in your world. So what I mean by unexpected gift is, like, for example, if you've been working a job that you hate, Taurus, and you lose that job unexpectedly. However, it then opens you up and takes you into, the job of your dreams, that kind of gift. That's what this Ace of Pentacles is going to be in April. And it's definitely going to move you forward in a big way, in a rapid way. Beautiful. Okay. You have the Knight of Cups. An offering of love, and I'm getting like a sense of like exuberation, Taurus. So something is going to happen in April that's going to give you kind of a rev up your engines. Okay. It's going to help you overcome any fears that happens with this change of gears this month, in April. See the little mouse in the field here underneath the horse? And that's actually what's making the horse rear up, is he saw that mouse. But the Knight is like, yay! So this is you following your heart over the fears of your mind. Yeah. And it leading you into, it's going to lift your vibration when you follow your heart, and that's going to lift you up over any difficulty. Taurus, with this Chariot, that's going to lift you up over. This one is really in the sky, being lifted over obstacles. So just to sum up, when this kind of curveball comes, it's going to bring something into your world. But when you go with the vibration of your heart, you follow your heart, it's going to lift you up over anything worrisome that pops in that makes your mind go, wait, how's this going to work? How's this going to work? And that's going to lift you over any obstacles, Taurus. Okay, so just don't listen to your mind and its little, what if this, what if that? Because this is definitely bringing, you have the Knight of Cups and the Knight of Pentacles. So following your heart is going to bring you very real, very good results in April. Or in May, actually, too. I'm seeing. It's like really a lot of unexpected blessings and gifts, Taurus, coming to you in April and May. Nothing you would ever plan. I have clarification, please, for this devil. Thank you. Okay, here we go. I sensed some Taurus energy, kind of like, it's like skirt. Because it was like, what do you mean things are going to change? And I know it's like, that's kind of like, I'm not saying Tauri, you can't change. I'm just saying, you want to change when you want to change, right? That's what this is about. The Emperor and the Devil. So the Devil energy came out of something, see how his eyes are covered up here. He's looking down. This is exactly what we were just talking about. This is someone who's caught in the mind. This is someone who's caught in the traps of the mind. And it's interesting here, there's the Pentacle. The Pentacle, is represented by a 5. A 5 is change. And here you see this very resistant energy, right? Not going to look. I'm focusing on, the destruction, the bad stuff, the stuff I'm afraid of. Okay. So this would be this is Spirit just letting you know that April is going to bring times, Taurus, because that was clarified, the Devil was clarified by the Emperor. There's going to be a lot of sort of opportunity for you to get up in your head and, put the brakes on these wonderful gifts that are being brought in with the Knight of Pentacles and the Ace of Pentacles. This is wonderful stuff being brought into your life, Taurus. It's definitely coming in, okay? It is a gift. It is a divine gift. If you follow your heart, remember that mouse, you can be lifted up over the worry. Well, I don't know why I'm having trouble with the camera with you. It's like, where do I look? Where do I look, right? It's like, what do I focus on? Okay, so it will lift you up over the worry. So what do you focus on, okay? Well, your devil was clarified by the Emperor. And the Emperor can be very rigid, but in this deck, very rigid, but in this deck, my words are like stumbling over themselves. I can't find a focal point. So Taurus, you're a little discombobulated in April from all these changes and the idea of these changes. But in this deck, the Emperor is wise and in the flow with the Wheel of Fortune, with the way things are happening divinely. Okay, so this is remembering when your mind would want you to get into that devil energy. Remembering, yes, you can be in control within yourself without having to try to control the situation. Okay? And the key to moving forward in a high vibration for you, Taurus, in April is going to be to follow your heart, not the worried mind. Okay? Let's just see what the overall energy is for Taurus for April. What is the overall energy for Taurus in April? Whoa, lost that one. Okay. Overall energy for Taurus. Thank you. Again, hard to focus. Okay. It is the Hierophant. Okay. And it is another 5 for change. Now here it's represented by birds, but the birds are quiet here. So this is about not communicating. There's also this beetle that feels like it's signifying, it's like a, they want me to say omen, but not a bad omen. It's just a, hey, something's happening, a divine omen. I'm asking for clarification for this Hierophant for Taurus, please. Well, I mean, Taurus, you are the Hierophant. Okay. Sorry, I had to pause for a minute. So this Hierophant, Taurus, is clarified by the 6 of Cups, which is really, really good news because, again, it's saying that as you release the old, the new is coming in. It's beautiful and it's vibrant. And it's going to be, see how like surprised this boy is? It's going to be like, oh my gosh, what an amazing surprise. Okay, so the Hierophant here, because of how it's depicted and because of this clarification, this is going to be letting go of something established in your life, letting it go, maybe without even talking too much about it. Acceptance of the end of that, because you can see from the rest of this reading that whatever it is the divine is bringing in, you know, it's coming in with an ending. That was kind of that, like I said, the message with the weasel animal coming in and the Ace of Pentacles, you know, like if you lost a job, you get, then that leads you to a job that is your dream job. Right when I said that, I looked and it was, the counter said 111. So just really, you're getting a lot of guidance through this time. They're showing me these wings. They're like angel wings. You're getting a lot of beautiful guidance through this time of whatever is needing to end so that you can be delivered into this beautiful 6 of Cups, which is all about connecting with your pure essence, like that Knight of Cups, following your heart and allowing new things to grow from that following of your heart and new gifts to come in. Because Taurus, for you, I'm just getting it's all about the new unexpected gifts coming in April, and the Sacral Chakra card wants to come out for you, which is about tapping into that creative power, allowing something beautiful to be created through you and for you, and allowing it to be very divinely and energetically birthed, created. Okay. So April for you, Taurus, is going to be all about unexpected surprises. You know, with this, they're kind of giving me like a pregnant energy. So it's almost like, you know, maybe some of you will be finding out about a pregnancy, but it's like that kind of feeling. You know, when someone finds out they're pregnant, they're like, they weren't ready for it. And it's like, oh no, but at the same time, it's a great and happy thing. It just has all, it's bittersweet. It has all the layers. That's what this is. That's what the Six of Cups, sacral chakra. It's like God is saying to you, Taurus, even if you're a man, like, you're pregnant with my baby. And you're going, what? Oh, and my life is changing and everything. But, but God's like, don't worry, I'm taking care of you, So, just a surprise, Taurus, but it's all going to be great, okay? It's all going to be amazing. So I hope you'll let me know how that resonates. We are now going to go to Gemini. Gemini, I've been telling everybody, all the other signs, that these messages are coming through in a very raw and unfiltered way because I've never looked at these images before. So the guides are sending me things through these images. They're really, really cool. So messages for Gemini, please, Spirit, for April 2019. What do you want Gemini to know? Thank you. Thank you. For Gemini, it's the Devil. Okay. So I am going to ask for clarification with this Devil. Four of Cups comes out. Okay. So this is very much about the divine, your guides, not wanting you to miss something amazing that's being offered to you. See how the Devil in this deck has this, okay, when I'm looking in the camera, this is synchronistic because Gemini, this may be a month when things look backwards to you, okay? All right, because here, this Devil, his eyes are covered, this figure's eyes are covered. Keep in mind, the Devil is mind energy. So this is mind energy blocking you from seeing things accurately. Things look backwards. So this is just your mind energy keeping you from seeing things clearly and keeping you from seeing what the divine does not want you to miss this month, which is this beautiful gift coming in. This is the Four of Cups, which is about a divine gift being offered to you, Gemini, and you typically not looking at it, not seeing it. But in this deck, it's almost like you're looking right through it. Because you have the mouse down here, and mice represent worries and thoughts. So look how this figure is sort of lost in daydream, sort of lost in his mind, lost in his thoughts, and really not focusing on the cup that the divine is offering directly to him. Not focusing on it because he's too much in his mind. So Gemini, right off the bat, your guides are saying, and I just got a spirit chill. Right off the bat, your guides are saying, please do not miss this offer. Because this offer that's coming in April is divine. It is a full cup. It's huge. Look how big that cup is. It's valuable. It's wonderful. It's what you've been waiting for. It's greater than what you've been waiting for. And it's just being given right to you. Okay? All you would have to do is reach up and grab it. So please don't miss it because you're in your mind, because you're in your worries with that mouse. Please don't miss it. Please grab it. Okay? All right, beautiful. So that, Gemini, right off the bat, just please see what is the divine bringing in that may look a little different than you thought it would, that you may be lost in your visions of what you think you're waiting for, and it's coming in. What is that? Page of Swords. Okay, so it may have something to do with a message. There's a messenger. Very unassuming. Very unassuming energy, unassuming messenger. I'm even getting a sense of like a messenger in disguise. It's even one of those things where, it's like a female disguised as a male or vice versa. So just know that this with your first message really is saying it may be, you really have to keep your eyes open, Gemini, in April for this gift that's coming in, because it may be in disguise. It may be very unassuming. It may slip in under your radar, and it may get you while you're distracted, or may be there while you're distracted with other things. Make sure you're seeing clearly so that you can receive this gift, which is a gift, okay? Which may come attached to or in the form of a message. Okay. For Gemini. The Fool. Oh, nice. Okay, so I am going to ask for clarification on this Fool. Thank you. For Gemini, thank you. Okay. Seven of Swords. Wow, I need more clarification. This is kind of a little complicated here, Gemini. There is a lot of distraction going on for you. No wonder. No wonder. Okay. Wow. Okay. So, Gemini, you've taken on a lot. You've carried a lot. You've carried a lot over the past few months, maybe years, in a particular situation where someone has seemingly stolen from you and clouded your judgment. Because here you can see this thief making off with 5 of the swords, you know, causing a ruckus and then leaving. Looking back with this very pointed look, and the 2 swords are left. So it's sort of like there was a decision to be made. Okay, there's a cat, so it has to do with using your divine wisdom. Okay, there was a decision to be made. Yeah, there was a commitment to be made, and rather than do that, this person just left the situation. And in your divine knowing, your divine wisdom, you know that this was divine protection. You know that this person was kind of bringing you nothing but trouble, because that is 5 swords, and that is struggle, trouble, conflict, okay? So you do know that, you know, this rejection seemingly was God's protection, because that person was going to cause pain. Or did. And you took on a lot of burdens with this. Now, I say person, this could be a situation, okay? So this could be something to do with work. This could be, you know, but here, it's just depicted as a person. You took on a lot of burdens in this situation. You carried a lot. You carried a lot. And it is burdensome, too, to kind of deal with now what this person... Oh. Okay, Gemini, we're going to back up a little bit. To deal with what this person, you know, did. Okay? Or what you feel they did. Keep in mind that anything anybody else, you know, does to us, brings into our experience, it's to show us something that needs to be healed. So really, this person showed you something that needed to be healed, but it was difficult. And the divine is giving you strength to move forward, you know, on your own. To move forward on your own and to see with clarity and receive what is going to be divinely offered in April to you. But of course, your judgment has been clouded because this person kind of made your head spin around. Also, what might make your head spin around is that this person who did this or this situation may come back into your reality this month with this Page of Swords. There may be a message regarding that situation. There may be something where it's like, hey, you know, kind of, are you down for another round of, you know, whatever? And you're going to have the strength this time to say no, because you're going to be accepting that gift, Gemini, that the divine is offering you, because you're going to open your arms in the energy of the Fool. You're going to do the impossible. The divine is bringing you into this beautiful state of balance. So I am getting, they're bringing my attention the moon in this card, and I am getting there's something around this full moon in April that is going to give you clarity. the clarity you need to recognize the gift that's coming in, okay? To recognize the gift. And again, remember, this protection from this situation or person was a gift in itself. But what I'm just getting for you, Gemini, is it's got your head spinning. It's hard to, see what's what. Everything that you thought, was black is white. Everything you thought was white is black. And it's just, you're just really trying to get your mind around everything. But you are being divinely helped. Make sure you receive that gift when it comes in. So this is the overall energy for Gemini for the month of April. Thank you. Yeah, of course it would be the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands. The wounded warrior. Gemini, you have been through a lot. You have been through a lot, and you have been through a lot with this particular energy or person or situation that took from you and that, left you really discombobulated, left you compromised. But you are being given that divine strength. Just remember that. You're being given that divine strength to deal with everything, and to move forward, to have a fresh start. So really important message for you, Gemini, is that all of that happened was a gift in its own way. It showed you things that needed to be healed and released, which you have been doing. You were protected, in some of the leaving and rejection or, whatever happened. You were protected by the divine from getting more hurt. And you were shown this kind of gift in disguise that's now coming in. And the greatest gift is that you have a fresh start now in openness to and alignment with the divine. And that's going to allow you to receive that gift in that Four of Cups, that big cup, okay? So it's a real month of opportunity for you, Gemini. It's a real month of opportunity for you. The key is going to be this clarity that you're receiving now. The truth. You're seeing the truth. You're seeing the truth of the situation. You're seeing the truth about this person. You're seeing the truth about these events that happened. Okay? Beautiful. Please let me know how this resonates, Gemini. Okay, next is Cancer. Oh, messages for Cancer. Thank you. For April 2019. The Chariot. Movement forward and swiftly. Wow. And in this deck, it is really being lifted above the obstacles, Cancer. It is being lifted over any trouble, any troubled waters, any difficulty. You being divinely lifted up through following your intuition, following your guidance with this crown chakra purple. It's about you following your, got lopsided sleeves, you following your guidance, okay, to get where you need to go. Where you need to go. And you know where you need to go. You are this Queen of Wands. You are in alignment. You're very, very on fire, magnetic. You have vision, Cancer. You have vision. Yeah. And you being focused in on this vision of where you want to go is what's allowing you to step out of the old and into the new. Really step out. And with this full moon this month in April, Cancer, you're going to be really releasing a lot of the old. You have a lot of this crown chakra purple represented, this violet. So a lot, I'm just getting with that, with the Queen of Wands, Cancer, it's like you're really, really connected and in touch Yeah, because she's got purple too. Connected and in touch with the divine and the guidance you are receiving. And you're allowing it to lead you out of the old into the new with grace. I'm getting. With grace. Okay, Cancer. Wow. Then you have Ace of Cups. So that clear third eye vision that you've had that's been leading you out of the old into the new is leading you to the cup. So if this is a time, Cancer, when you're like, can I trust this clear vision I thought I had? Can I step out of the old now? And am I being moved forward? The answer is yes. You're being brought right to this Holy Grail, right to this Ace of Cups. Your vision has led you there. And with the moon cycles represented here, absolutely this month, you will be doing a lot of releasing and a lot of moving toward this with the full moon. With the full moon in about, a week and a half or so, maybe a couple weeks. Into that Ace of Cups. It's going to feel really good. It's going to feel really freeing. You're going to feel like you can finally breathe, I'm getting, Cancer. And you're going to feel like you can finally feel the depths of your heart that has been hard to access for a while. Yeah, so it's like you're going to get a deep dive into your heart, into where that is taking you, and into the gifts there, into a whole new world that is going to be opening up to you. You've ended the old world. So in April, you're coming into a whole new world, and it's a world you have definitely envisioned as this Queen of Wands. You've seen it in your soul, and now you're feeling it in your heart. And the next step after that is to be experiencing it in the physical. But you're already, by feeling it in your heart, you're already receiving the gifts. You're already receiving the gifts of abundance, of feeling supported, of feeling like your wishes are coming true, is what you're being brought into. There's something that's happening in April, Cancer, that is giving you the, they're giving me like, how like in an oven, it's like ding, it's ready. That's what you're going to get in April. It's going to be like a ding, your wishes are ready, your heart's desire is ready, for you to come enjoy it. It's time. Yeah, there you go. Knight of Pentacles. So here it is coming into your physical reality. It's like, surprise, it's here already. It's ready, it's here. I thought it was going to be like, it's ready in your heart, you could see it later. Well, it's going to come at least by May. Okay, so when I say it, you, Cancer, had a vision as that Queen of Wands. That vision led you into letting go of what was not right for you, right? It led you into stepping out of your old small world. Then that led you into reconnecting in your heart with what's right for you, with what you want, with what you're aligned with the life you want to live, with who you want to live it with, all of that. Now that can come into your reality. Now that can come boldly, bravely into your reality. Come springing into your reality. I'm getting May, so definitely by early May, something's going to come in the physical. It's very much in alignment with this, what your heart wants. 444, it's 444, so it's about home, it's about harmony, it's about love, it's about you getting to live that. It's about you coming home, Cancer. This is the overall energy for the month of April, and this does make sense. It's the Hermit. It does make sense because there was a lot of energy in your spread about illumination with the moon, about delving into the depths of your heart, and the Hermit, holds up the light And you had that amazing third eye energy with the Ace of Cups. And look at here, look at look at here, the flame on the candle is an eye, is a third eye, is your true vision. So April is about you seeing with your heart's eye, with your third eye, with your true vision. That which you're going to watch come into your physical reality in May. Okay? So you may need some time in your own energies in April, Cancer. You may need some time away. You may just need, to be in that energy of just sort of soaking in the heart, soaking in that Ace of Cups energy. Okay? Okay, so now an oracle message for Cancer. Oracle message for April. For Cancer. Feeling alone. Okay. So with the endings that are happening in April, and with that Hermit energy that it is yours to delve into in April, look at the lanterns. It is time to hold up the light. And again, this is about going home. It's about going home for you, Cancer. And on this journey home, you may feel alone. And again, with the moon, it's going to be a lot about the full moon this month that illuminates things for you. Just keep in mind, you may feel alone, but you're not alone because your home is just across that water. And the water is the emotions that need to be delved into. So there's still something in April that just needs to be explored, to be fully felt with the heart, so that you can then step into your new reality that is, harmonious with that. Okay. So you have 2 5s, and with this other 5, this is the 5 of Wands and the 5 of Pentacles. This other 5 comes with the feeling of challenge, but knowing that you're protected. Knowing you're divinely protected in the midst of that challenge, focusing on the divine like he is here. You're not fighting. You know you're being protected. So these are both very, solitary energies. And of course with that Hermit, yes, Cancer, it does seem, and you have that Queen of Wands too, just that really solitary, fiery energy. So it does seem that April will be about being in your own energies as much as possible, coming into clarity, coming into feeling in your heart, releasing the old, so that you can move into your physical reality, that which is in resonance with your heart, that which does represent the physical reflection of what's in your heart. That's what it's time for you now. It's time for you to start seeing what is right for your heart come into your reality. And I am getting that happening next month for you, Cancer, after this month of reflecting and hermiting up a little bit, okay? And holding the light up, allowing the moon to shine and illuminate. Okay, thank you. Let me know how this resonates, please. Leo, see what's happening for Leo in April. For Leo. We got the Fool. Leo is open, flexible, able to handle everything, able to understand by releasing the need to understand. Lit, in other words, wise Fool. Knowing that the less you know, the more you know, yes. And you have the King of Swords. Okay. So the King of Swords here is kind of looking down. Maybe looking down on the Fool. Maybe looking down on that openness, on that, they're giving me joie de vivre. So it's like you're feeling this beautiful energy in April, but the mind, and maybe reflected by people in your reality, is kind of looking down on that, going, what are you doing? What are you doing? Well, you're doing exactly what you're supposed to be doing. So don't allow Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Because you've got the devil and the Three of Cups. Don't let them harsh your mellow, okay? Don't let them take away your joy. Them meaning your own mind, those other people, those people who can't see the power of the Fool, those people who can't see how staying in high vibration is completely where it's at, how staying in high vibration is going to help you transcend everything. So you are looking down on this King of Swords, high and mighty energy, right? It's just going to lift you right above it. So stay in your high vibration, okay, Leo? Despite this energy, stay in your high vibration and let it lift you up. Yeah. They're just making me hear that. There's a song that, like, don't kill my vibe. Don't kill my vibe, right? But see, as you, as you walk away from those people who would kill your vibe, from those people who would harsh your mellow, whatever generation you're from, right? I'm from all of them. As you walk away from that, it's going to break your heart a little, because honestly, there are going to be people who, you know what I'm seeing for you, Leo, is it's going to make some people, I'm just getting throw the baby out with the bathwater. So there may be some people or situations in your life where, because you're like, don't harsh my vibe, I'm gonna stay up here. I'm going to be in this transcendent place. I'm going to enjoy my life. There are people who are going to be like, okay, get out then, Or there are going to be people, there are going to be people where you're just like, that means I can't, or situations where it's like, that means I can't stay around this, and it's going to break your heart a little, or a lot. But that's when it's just important, Leo, for you to remember what's right for you. Ooh, the sun. The sun wants to come out. This is where you're being brought. You're being brought into the sun. Okay. And yes, there are going to be people who choose not to come with you. But you don't want to stay in the shadows because some people don't want to step out into the sun. You don't want to stay in the shadows just because some people don't want to step out into the sun. Don't let the fact that some people refuse to step into the sun keep you in the shadows, Leo. Don't let it. Don't let it, because your place is in the sun. Okay? I have a very okay? Do not. Uncompromising. This is for you. This Ace of Cups is for you. This Ace of Cups is for you. And where you're going, the sun, love abounds. And the gifts of love abound. And look through the eyes of the heart. Not the eyes of that King of Swords. So, Leo, for you, April is going to be about using the judgment of the Fool, not the judgment of the King of Swords, which means judging with your heart and not judging, right? Because the heart doesn't judge. Love doesn't judge. God doesn't judge. But discernment is what they're giving me. Using discernment of the heart to discern what's right for you, who's right for you, where's right for you, what's right for you. And not the judgment of the mind, your own or other people's, right? Okay, Leo? Okay. All right, so if you let me know how that resonates, I would love that. Thank you. Let me know if you resonate with Harsh and the Mellow or Killing the Vibe. Just where do you fall in there? Or are you a child of the 80s and 90s that just doesn't know either way? Okay, Libra? No, Virgo. Virgo. Libra's going to be next time, right? Virgo. Now, I almost skipped over Virgo. Very unusual. Are you feeling overlooked, Virgo? Are you feeling disregarded, Virgo? Are you feeling overlooked, disregarded? Yes. Okay. Well, what is this bringing your attention to? Well, yes, you are. Okay. So what is this showing you is a question to ask. All right. And, this is such confirmation. That's 5 of Pentacles. You're feeling left out in the cold. You're feeling like you're having to beg for care, beg for attention, beg to be seen. You're worried that you're not going to be seen in some way. How are you seeing you? How are you seeing you? Because others can only reflect how you're seeing you. And this 10 of Swords is saying, it's time to rise up from the pain. Okay, this is about repeating old pain. It's time for you to rise up out of that old pain. It's time for you to end that negative cycle of thinking. It's time for you to allow yourself out of the old traps, out of the old pain. So really for you, Virgo, I'm getting, if this feeling is familiar, if April is bringing this familiar feeling of I feel left out in the cold, I'm not feeling acknowledged, I'm not feeling like I'm getting what I need, and I'm feeling hurt in the old ways. Now is the time for you to step into your strength, which comes from what was said before, which is, how do you see you? How does the divine see you? What is your true strength? Because your true strength does not come from other people. Your true strength is not given to you, by other people, Virgo, by what they're going to give you, by what they're going to allow you to have, by what they're going to acknowledge in you. That's not your strength. Your strength is from the divine. Your strength comes from above. And you are fierce. You are fierce and strong. Okay? So don't believe otherwise. Okay? What is this Page of Swords, please? For Virgo. Wow. Get a little more clarification, please. Page of Swords for Virgo and Emperor. Thank you. Wow. All right. It's time for you to stop letting others have power over you. Only the divine has power over you. You have been, they're showing me with this Page of Swords, you've been like underrepresenting, underselling your own power. You have that strength of that lion, and you've been just posing as this very, not strong, not very intimidating energy. And this is what you've been telling yourself too. I'm really getting a lot for you, Virgo, that you have been down on yourself. I've gotten that for you before, Virgo, but it's been about 6 months. So this has got to be the end of that again, right? Because this is you coming into your own power, recognizing your own power. Look how powerful this is. Look how much more powerful this is than this. And this is how much more powerful you are in your soul versus your mind. that you have divine wisdom, recognizing the divinity and the majesty within yourself, Virgo, and recognizing the power that you have when you are receiving all your strength from the divine, when you are receiving all your wisdom from the divine. You're so strong, so powerful, so able to do anything. Okay? All right. So in April, you also have the Two of Cups. And this is soul love. This is soul connection. This is partnership, of the soul. Very, very pure love, equal, reciprocal. I'm going to ask for clarification here because I need to understand these Two of Cups for Virgo. Thank you. Wow. Okay, so that Page of Swords came out again. And the Star. Okay. You need to tell somebody what they mean to you. You need to, okay. So Virgo, this in April is about you conquering all of those fears we talked about before, conquering that inner down on yourselfness. Because there's someone you have been watching that you have your eye on, this Page of Swords again. But again, it's in this very unassuming energy, like standing in the shadows. You need to tell this person that they are, who you dream of. That they are who you believe is the reflection of you. That they are who you believe is the result of all the work and alignment that you've been doing. Meaning, when you come into balance within yourself, when you give yourself love, that love is reflected to you in the physical. And in order for that to happen, you have to be in a place where you can receive that, which means you can't be down on yourself. You can't be, you have to be in your power. And that comes from you and the divine, right? When you do that, it will be time for you to express to this person what they are to you. Or at least acknowledge it to yourself, At least acknowledge it to yourself, Virgo, even if you... Because this Page of Swords could be someone who's not quite ready to deliver the message. They're still in the shadows. So some for whom it resonates, you're going to be actually expressing your feelings to this person. For others, it will be about you just acknowledging to yourself what this person is to you, what they mean to you, what they represent to you. Okay? Overall energy for April for Virgo. Thank you. The Magician. It's time for you to step into your power. Yeah. And to know that when you align with these things within yourself, when you change that script that your mind is telling you, all things are possible. All things can come into your reality. All your hopes and dreams and wishes can come in when you're in that alignment with the divine. Beautiful. But it is about recognizing your power, recognizing the power that lies in your hands, that you hold it. Because Virgo, that is something only you can give yourself through your connection with the divine. Okay. For Virgo, okay, for right now is the time of healing. Just breathe. You have been through a lot, and like I say, you've been very down on yourself. So April is going to be time for you to nurture yourself, allow yourself to come into your power with this yellow, solar plexus yellow, and just breathe. So Gemini, April is for you, I'm feeling, going to be a lot about coming into an awareness of your own power and of what you really deserve and how you can see that reflected in your life moving forward. So spend some time, just with you this month, but very soon it's gonna bring all kinds of wonderful things into your life because you are this magician. You do have this power. Once you realize it, it's like realizing the power you have. So I hope these I would love to hear how these resonated for everyone. And we'll have the second half of the zodiac very soon. And thanks. We'll connect again soon. Have a wonderful April.